Hello everyone, I'm Qian, and this week we're getting close to the end of the journey connecting leadership with improvisation. And this next topic is about making mistakes. And more specifically, we're asked to talk about the leader who modeled a way of making mistakes. And for me, that leader is George Washington, the founding father of the US. I think it's very interesting when you read about his story. He actually made a lot of mistakes throughout his career. For example, when he started out, he literally started a war. So I think it's called the French and Indian War. And so he was very young at the time and took some action and lead to some consequences. And during the independence war, he's not perfect. There's a lot of mistake he's made, and his army keep losing the battles. I think I mainly learned the history from Hamilton, so I know he promote Charles Lee, and but I think the great thing about him is he keep on fighting no matter how bad he lose. He's able to stay there to um, still do anything he can to stop the British army. He somehow find a way to stay on course. And then one day he wake up to the gift brought by the French army and the U.S. continental army joined force together and finally defeated the Britain and win the big independence. In the modern setting, I think a lot of serial entrepreneurs are the ones who actually benefit a lot from their past mistakes. And in the entrepreneur world, there's also a concept called feel faster, which means you would literally try the core concept of your idea, build a minimal viable product and to do some tests. Most of the time it's hypothesis driven, and you actually maybe wanted to fail sometime to make to know whether your theory works and to learn something new. I also made some mistakes this week, and so it's quite of embarrassing because in another course I was doing a presentation, but in the middle I didn't realize that, but the Zoom connection just went off and I got disconnected. So for me it's like a ta-da moment, but I don't think how the other people will view it, but I think it's a fun experience, at least for me. But I think the lesson from Washington can tell us is firstly there are different kind of mistakes. So if our mistake was start a war or being infected with virus, that's something probably we shouldn't be doing. But if it's the consequences is not so much and you can learn something from it, probably that's a way to approach it. And what's most important is to be able to continue the journey. So for me, I was cut in the middle of my presentation and then I try my best to pick it up. I think it's a fun experience and it didn't cost so much. Maybe I will lose some points on the presentation, but what a nice experience to have. And it also makes me more aware of the other principle. Wake up to the gifts. Although I'm here stuck in New York, there's so many things to be thankful of. Like for example, the space I'm here in, the food I'm having, and also the lecture and the learnings I'm taking. Now it's getting close to the end of the course, but I don't think that's the end of the journey. I'm having a lot of fun, and definitely I will keep exploring. Definitely I will be making some mistakes, and I hope they are a manageable mistakes and will inspire me in a way or another.